Good morning, everybody. Hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Groundhog's Day, February 2nd. February 2nd, 2020. It's like 02/02/2020. It's pretty cool. So, good morning. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching this morning. My name is Tiffany Almeida, and I'm with Pretty and Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I do this every Sunday. You will find me here in my studio playing with new product and showing you guys all the fun that I have. Okay, it's a new month. It's only the 2nd of February, and it's just flying by. So I have a new code, a new ordering code, and a new gift. So the gift this month is the Take Your Pick tool, and it's free if you place a $50 order using my code on my online store. I always give a thank you gift every month for when you place an order with me, and so this month is Take Your Pick tool. Now, if you don't have this tool, I'm going to show you what I did for my team for Christmas. If you don't have this tool, you are really missing out. It is amazing. So this is not how it comes. This is something I put my Pick-a-Tools in and I decorated for my team. But, oh, there we go, the little stylus. So this is what the Pick-a-Tool looks like. It comes with a putty end. It comes with a end that has a little lock. You just twist it to unlock. It has a piercing tool. It has a spatula. It also comes with a putty refill, and it comes with a second attachment. Let's see if I can get it out of here. The second attachment, which is a stylus. So it has, or the scoring tool. So it has a small score and a large score. So it is the tool of all tools, I tell you what. And I have, I'm excited to give those away this month. So again, if you place a $50 order using this code, you will get a free gift from me. You'll get one of those tools as my thank you. Okay. So let's talk. I'm using the some special someone stamp set and the coordinating dies that go with it. The dies are special day dies. And these dies are not in the catalog. You're going to look in the catalog and you're not going to see them there because Stampin' Up! Made an out of publication announcement. They're calling it coordination product release. And so basically it's an out of publication product release. It's good from February 4th through March 31st, but it's only while supplies last. So I want to stress that to you guys. If there's something you absolutely want from this list, do not wait. Order it right away because I am guaranteeing you things are going to sell out. There's already stuff in the celebration catalog that are sold out. For sure, I know that the kerchief card kit is sold out. So just be really mindful of that and be thoughtful when you're placing those orders. Just make sure you get what you want and don't miss out. Okay, so I'm going to show you, this is a little publication of the coordinating products. The video or the pictures are really hard to see, but there are 5 sets of dies that coordinate with Stampin' Up! Products and then 1 pack of paper. So we have the Nature's Thought dies. They coordinate with one of the stamp sets in the mini catalog. And then the ones I'm using today are the Special Day dies. Now we did find out that these dies are carrying over into the annual catalog, the next year's annual catalog, which means I'm hoping that the stamp set will also carry over. Then the other one is the Ladybug dies, which you have to have, which is so awesome to go with that Ladybug stamp set. And then this one I don't have yet, the Sending Flowers dies. Can you guys see that? Sending Flowers dies is super, super cute. I saw Erica make some cute things with it. I just don't own the stamp set or that die yet. I'll get it. I'm definitely going to get it in February. And then the birthday dies coordinate with the cake. This is a celebration item, the stamp set, the cake stamp set. It cuts out the cake, it cuts out the flowers, it makes a cake stand. It's really, really cool. I'll be playing with that shortly. You guys will be seeing me do some stuff with that. And then probably my favorite is the Pleased as Punch designer series paper. Now we have a bunch of new punches. We have a tulip punch, we have an umbrella punch, we have a heart punch, and we have that little flower that I just gave away. So this paper coordinates with all 4 of those punches, and you can punch the images directly out of the paper, and it's just the most adorable paper. I have a feeling, and I think Erica mentioned the same thing, this stuff is going to sell out. So I'll be stocking up on that come February 4th. So as demonstrators, we get to order these things right now. So if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, that's one of the perks, is you get access to the product early. If you're a customer only, then you can have access starting February 4th. So I got to order 1 pack. Everybody got to order 1 pack if they wanted to. And you still can, if you're a demonstrator, you can still order 1, but then it's available to everybody. And I believe there is no limit starting February 4th. All right, enough chit chat, you guys. Let's show you guys the projects that we're making today. So, okay, when I saw this stamp set and I thought these little critters were so cute, but I felt like they needed a little buddy, right? They needed they needed to be in pairs. And so I busted out with the mirroring technique so that they could have a partner. Doesn't he remind you of like Romeo and Juliet? It's like, oh Romeo, oh Romeo. It could be a cute Valentine's idea. Janie's little sentiment about I'm nuts for you or something like that would be really cute for Valentine's Day. Cute little card. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to start with this cute little squirrel card, our little squirrely friends. So the stamps and dies. I do want to point out these dies are freaking awesome. Look at, they cut out grass, they cut out flowers and bows and balloons, and then the little word bubble. I love the word bubble. So these dies are just awesome. Okay, so you heard me talk about this mirroring image technique, right? So the mirroring image technique is like, these 2 tools I'm going to show you right now are like a must. So the first is a Stamparatus. So you need a Stamparatus, and the second is the silicone craft sheet. Silicone craft sheet is like the key to doing a mirror technique. These craft sheets are very heat resistant. They wipe right off. They're great for adhesive. So if you're gluing something in glue, it comes right off. These craft sheets are awesome. So today I'm going to use it to make that mirroring technique. So let's go ahead and get all the supplies that we need for this card. And we're going to start by stamping those adorable little squirrels. So I'm going to see if I can put this in the corner so you guys can see. Oh, no. I'll put it right down under here so you guys can see the squirrels and what we're going to be doing. So the base to this card, excuse me, is Thick Whisper White. It's just a standard 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece for the tree. So this piece is going to be the tree. It's 3 by 5.5. And I just punched a 1 3/4 inch circle out of the middle. And then what I'm going to do is use the Pinewood Planks embossing folder to emboss it. Okay, so we'll do that here in a second. So I'll just stick that in here while we wait. So that'll be there. Okay, I have another piece. This is soft suede, and that's going to go behind the squirrel in the circle, so it looks like a dark kind of inside piece. This piece of designer series paper is the Garden Lane designer series paper. I thought that this was perfect to look like foliage of a tree or nature, and with these animals, it's so cute. Who said that? Cindy. Yay, a bow die. She'll never have to tie another bow. That's cute. Okay. Sorry, my friend. I think you are going to have to tie another bow. All right. So I went ahead and already cut out the little word bubble, but this is probably one of my favorite things about those dies. It's all the little things, right? All right. And then we have our pieces of scrap, just Whisper White, that we're going to stamp our squirrel on. So first thing we need to do, this stamp set is actually a 2-step stamp. So you have the kind of detailed stamp of the squirrel. Whoop! Trying to show you guys. Detailed stamp, right? So it's the outline and the fur. And then it has a coordinating one that's to like color in the squirrel, so it's just kind of solid. So we are gonna probably, I'm gonna put this little squirrel one aside. So what I'm gonna do is take my piece of paper. For the first one, I'm just gonna stamp a squirrel, just like normal. So I'll take my piece of Whisper White, and I guess I could have put a magnet on it. Uh-oh, my magnets are touching. Don't let your magnets touch, you guys. That's a big no-no. They can break. Okay. So I'm just gonna make sure looks good. All right. So the first one we're gonna stamp, we're just gonna stamp directly onto the paper. And I'm gonna use Memento because I wanna color my squirrels in with either blends or, oof, that's making me nervous. Tuck it in so it doesn't get ink on it. Blends or markers. So, stamp your squirrel like normal. The nice thing about a Stamparatus too is that if it doesn't stamp a very solid image the first time, you can always go back and stamp it again. All right, so there's the first squirrel. He's so cute. Now he's gonna be the normal facing squirrel. Now we have to do another squirrel, but in a mirrored image. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ink up the stamp, and we are going to stamp right onto that silicone sheet. And I'm gonna do it a couple times because I want it to be a nice dark image when it transfers. So we're just gonna do it a couple times. I'm gonna do it in a total of 3 times here to make sure that it gets completely juicy of black ink. So then I'm going to take my piece of cardstock and I'm going to lay it right over the image, just directly on top. Don't move it, just set it down. And then guess what? We're going to stamp right back over it with the ink. Just push down, lift up, and look at that. We have that reverse squirrel image on the back side. So we have a squirrel on both sides. This actually makes it a two-sided squirrel. So you could actually cut this out and have it spin or do whatever, and it would have the image on both sides. So cool, right? So now we have that mirrored image. And then you're probably like, well, how do you cut that squirrel out? So let me show you that. It's pretty cool. It's actually gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna get a baby wipe real quick and just clean this off. Nice thing about it is it's Memento, so it just wipes right off. Clean my silicone sheet because we're gonna use it for the next one. So that's it for this right now. Okay. All right, so we have our 2 mirroring squirrels. Let's go ahead and color them. And I'm gonna just stamp one of them. So I have my little stamp. This is that fill-in stamp. So I'm gonna do crumb cake for one of them. So we have to do the normal facing. We can't stamp this one because it's the opposite direction, but we can do this one. So we just got to line it up. Now the Stamparatus would be great for this if I had taken the time to line it up, but I'm going to just try and eyeball it. So there's one squirrel. So cute. You guys probably can't see very well, so let me zoom it in here. How's that? Is that better? Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, so then the other squirrel we are going to color, and I'm just going to take, I don't want gray, I'm going to take like a light crumb cake and just kind of color him in a little bit. And I use Memento for that exact reason, because I just want to use the blends to color him. Or her. He's going to be the one with the flower saying thank you on the ground. So he'll be our Romeo. She'll be our Juliet. So I colored him all the way in. Could have left his belly white like the other one, but I didn't. I don't want him to be the same. Okay. All right, next part is the fun part. This is where we cut out the squirrels, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. So let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, so get our die. A little squirrel die. He's so cute. Okay. So our normal squirrel, like facing the normal way is what I mean. There's no such thing as a normal squirrel. But our squirrel that faces the right way, He's easy. We just cut him out. If I don't move the dies around, stay still. Oh. Nope, can't get it. I need to just attach like a spool of washi tape to my Big Shot and just always have it near. Like truly, I just need to tie a spool of washi tape there. All right, so there's our cute little squirrel. He's so sweet. Okay, so you guys want to see, mind blown, how we do this one, because we can't cut it like this, right? And it would be nearly impossible to line it up in the backside because you can't see through the paper. So guess what? If you cut the image on the back, it's going to be perfect. It's going to line up just perfect for the image on the other side because we use the Stamparatus. So easy. Cindy, are you talking about the mice that are cute or the squirrels? Do you not like squirrels too? All right, look, he's cut out perfectly. Our little man, our little handsome man. So that's the trick for mirroring. It's really super simple. The last thing we have to do is emboss our pine wood planks. So let's get it straightened out here. Put it on our regular plate. Move these guys to the side. Squirrel, stay put. All right. All right, so there's our embossed wood plank. Now we've got all the pieces, and this is just about putting it together now. It's super fun. And I used a different designer series paper this time. So the first time I used, this is that Garden Lane paper, and it's all these shades of green. And isn't this the most perfect designer series paper for this little project? So now I'm going to be using some foliage, some different colored foliage. I think it doesn't matter. It's very, very cute. Whatever we use is going to be cute. And then the other thing I changed, because you guys, I just can't keep anything the same, is the measurements on this. So this first one I cut at 4 and 5 1/4. So there's a little bit of space between the card base and the the DSP. This time I'm cutting it the exact same size as the card base. I just feel like since the tree, our little tree, quote unquote, is going to be the size of the card, 5 1/2, that the designer series paper should be too. And I kind of like the idea of centering this and leaving a little bit of designer series paper on this side. So I think I'll do that. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is just glue down our paper. Oh, I love that side too. This paper is really pretty. This is in the annual catalog. And believe it or not, I have never used it until today. So just put that in the center. So this is 4 by 5 1/2. Okay, so then I have this piece of soft suede that's going to go behind our tree, but I don't want to glue it down like this because I want the tree on dimensional, so it's kind of, it looks like there's space. So I'm just going to glue this down and just kind of eyeball it. This measures 2 3/4 by 5. I think it's 5. It might be 5 1/4. You'll have to look at the project sheet. Okay. So just kind of want to put that kind of in the general area. Now we're going to put dimensionals on the back of our tree and glue him down. I turned this one into a thank you card, but now after hearing like the I'm nuts about you, or it could be a romantic card too now. It could be a Valentine's Day card. Be cute. All right, so now I've got that glued down, okay? And then we got to do our little squirrels. So now we have to stamp our little thank you. And I didn't like that the word bubble was going, like the little thing was going this way. It just didn't work for my squirrel. So all I did was just turn it upside down or backwards so that it was going the right way. So I'm going to stamp on the back of that. So I'm going to stamp a flower on a scrap here because there's a flower die to cut out the flower. So I stamp it in Memento, and then I will color it in not seafoam. I want the mint macaron because it matches the designer series paper. So my little flower is going to be mint macaron. Okay, cute. Now we have to pray for steady hands and steady die as we cut this little flower out. So we have our little flower. So there's a big flower and there's a little flower. So see this is the little one and this is the big one. Smart, Deborah. Deborah's full of good ideas. I do love sponging and I need to do more of it. I actually do like a good sponging. If that's such a thing. Now the only way that I have found that this is even remotely going to be centered is by looking in that tiny little hole in the flower and making sure I can see black for the stem. No guarantee it's going to be straight on, but this is a really skinny little stem to cut on a big shot. So hopefully it's lined up. Fingers crossed. Oh my gosh, almost perfect. Hey, that's pretty good for me. Okay. And yes, it's a black stem, but I didn't want to stamp the flower in green and then color the stem, and I didn't want to stamp half, so my flower stem's going to be black, so sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know. All right, squirrels, let's put you guys to the tree here. So I just put some dimensionals on the back of the squirrel. This is the one that's going to be in the trunk, so it's facing this way towards the other squirrel. And I had to kind of tilt my squirrel down, so I tucked him in, or her. I tucked Juliet in and tilted her down so it looked like she was looking down at her Romeo. Okay? And then we got Romeo here. He's such a romantic, bringing his girlfriend flowers. I'm going to just glue him directly on the trunk. And I'm going to have him just kind of tilting up. Like, hey girl. Just like that. And then I have his little flowers. So we're going to put this in his hand. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in the stem and on the top. Now he's got his cute little flower. Okay, and then we have the thank you. So I'm just going to put this right above his little head. Thank you. Cute. So this would be a fun card for anyone. It can be a thank you to a friend. It can be a romantic card. You can change the thank you to I love you, or I'm nuts about you, or Happy Valentine, will you be mine? I don't know. All kinds of fun things come to mind. So that is project number 1. Oh my gosh, I love the squirrels. They're so cute. I hope I have helped you fall in love with this stamp set and the dies. And I hope that if you're a demonstrator, you already own the dies. And if you're not a demonstrator, you get them on February 4th. And I believe that if you wanted to buy the starter kit and get the dies today, you could do that before February 4th. And it can be part of your starter kit. The starter kit is an amazing deal right now, you guys. It is $99, but you get $125 in anything that you want, anything, except celebration items. And then you also get a free stamp set of your choice of any cost in any one of the 2 catalogs, the mini or the annual. So any stamp set. So think of the most expensive stamp set or think of something you've always wanted. You get that for free. And you get a cute little mini trimmer. You get a pack of designer series paper and a 20% discount all the way through July. Amazing, right? Okay, that's it. Oh, and you get free access to my Pretty AF if you buy the starter kit from me too. So no $15 subscription to see all the cuteness. You get it for free. Thank you guys so much for a fabulous Sunday. You guys make it special. Have a wonderful, happy Super Bowl Sunday and a happy Groundhog's Day. And we will see you guys next week, okay? Bye. Love you guys.